The tagline that I go by is, what do I want my kids' future to be?
Creating a safe space is also very important.
So I start the conversation first at home.
So if we can wrap up this conversation, but before we fully wrap this up, I think what we can do right now is to share that one key takeaway out of this, out of the discussion that we had earlier. What would that be? That main messages that you want to share with friends out there, and hope to spark further aspirations to create more conversation and discussion about this, because definitely this is not the end of the conversation, but it should be like the beginning of more ideas, more reflection, and more similar conversation that can happen down there. Yeah, if I can start with DJ.
I think in all of our our stories and experiences, there's always context that we need to pay attention to. I think sometimes they may be right opportunities to ask questions. Sometimes they may be inappropriate opportunities to ask questions, and we can only be more mature. We can only grow if we are able to recognize these different contexts and able to use different opportunities to interact with people. Right. One example is if someone is in mourning or grieving, that is probably not a very good opportunity to ask about, hey, why does your custom perform this ritual, right? Sometimes you just want to be a friend, be a human, and accompany someone in a time of loss, for example, and other times in a circle such as this, this is a very good opportunity to talk about your faith, ask questions that you don't understand, and I think we as a society will do better when we learn to recognize these moments. Yeah.
I think I agree with what DJ said, and also it just really bogs down on the individual and how open-minded we want to be. So I guess we just need to be comfortable with one another. Like these conversations are actually very good because we get to share our opinions, and we can see there are a lot of similarities amongst all of us. We all agree to disagree on certain things. Yeah, so I guess creating a safe space is also very important so that people can voice out what troubles them, what they're confused about, and just to eliminate that kind of discrimination and stereotype that happens around.
Okay, so you brought that idea of a safe space that it's very important for us to create, so that we can continue to build such conversation and give that confidence for people to engage. But I also wonder, this can be later on, you can comment. There are also some comments from outside that's saying okay, you guys like to engage, talk a lot when you want to discuss this, but I'm sort of the person who feels very overwhelming to confront, but I would like to learn what kind of methods or what kind of say a different style or channel that you can offer me so that I can be part of that circle, for example. If Master Adrian want to comment on that. Yeah.
I think this will be more towards to the help of the grassroots communities or events, or even the different religious organizations. So they encourage them to participate in activities and getting to know more. And then nowadays, social media also play a part. So you have channels to communicate with other faith. If somebody actually keen to know and want to know more, and we have you have a platform for them to queries. That will be another venues where we can actually bridging the gaps to make it closer as possible.
Mm-hmm. So you're also saying use social media as a platform to help people engage, apart from the physical engagement.
Yeah,
right?
But a word of caution is that the social media has to be administrated by a really qualified person. Okay, because a lot of times, if let's say is as an individual, because we on a daily basis we do have our own self, like anger, our mood and all that stuff. If all these are affecting us, then we should actually don't whenever there's a query, don't immediately answer. I think you have to also check and balance, and also check with your own religious leaders what is good to be mentioned.
So for me, I always, the tagline that I go by is, what do I want my kids' future to be? Do I want them to go through the same experiences as me? Do I not? So because I know that people might give all this type of comments because of ignorance, so I start the conversation first at home. I ask my kids, so who are your friends, what are their races, what are their religions? Then they hear me explaining that, oh, this religion is like this, like this, like this. Our religion is like this. You see the similarities, you see the differences. Then they get to understand, and then they become more interested in what their friends' religions are, and even start to have their friends ask their parents what their religions are. Yeah, because I feel leaving it to just the grassroots, it doesn't penetrate down to the kids and the future. It sort of just stays within the grassroots for their own job. Yeah, so I will start it at home to disseminate to the younger generation.
That's a very important point. So what I'm hearing from you, to build that ecology of of respect and embrace diversity, it has to come both of a top down and also bottom up. The community from home, family, and also leaders play a role as well. So thank you so much, Ida, on that, and thank you everyone for your sharing. It has been an enriching session, and I hope this can be a stepping stone for more conversation and build up a more courage to discuss on the issue of religious discrimination. So once again, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have you experienced something similar? Share with us your story in the comments below. And don't forget to like and share the video. Click the subscribe button below to follow our conversation.